Hello everyone, today we will do grammar. This is video number 34 and our lesson is verbs. Lesson 5. So what is verb? Verbs are action words, doing words. Example, play, eat, sleep. Okay, so today our topic is finite verbs and non-finite verbs. What are finite verbs and what are non-finite verbs? A finite verb changes form with changes in the number and person of the subject or a change in tense. Now see how. Read these sets of sentences. Pay attention to the change in the forms of verbs. I liked acting. He likes acting. They will like acting. Now see here the tense is being changed. This is past tense, this is present tense, this is future tense. Okay. So the tense is being changed. Next one. I like to act. He likes to act. They like to act. Now here again like, likes and like. The verb like has been changed according to the subject. So in the first set of sentences, the tense form of the verb like changes. In the second set, the verb changes to match the subject in number and person. See, with I you will use like, with he you will use likes, and with they you will use like. Here it is V1, here it is V5, and again here it is V1. So in both set of sentences, the verb is a finite verb. It is sometimes also called the main verb. So what you have understood? That finite verb changes form with changes in the number and person of the subject or a change in tense. Okay. To check whether a verb is a main or finite verb, try changing the tense of the verb or match the verb to singular and plural subject. If doing so result in a change in the form of the verb, then the verb is finite. So now how you will check that whether a verb is a finite verb or it is non-finite verb? If you see that it will change the tense can be changed and it is changing according to the subject, then the verb will be finite. Example, they sang, they sing. So you can change the tense. You can write they sang, you can also write they sing. Rohan sang, Rohan sings. Okay, so here also see the tense has been changed. He sings, they sing. Now here according to the subject we have changed the verb sing. Okay. With he we will use V5 and with they we will use V1. So if it is changing its form, if it is the verb is changing with number or person or the tense can be changed, then it will be a finite verb. Now based on this, see, we have an exercise. State whether the underlined verbs are finite. The children started to sing. Now here it is finite or non-finite. To sing, it is non-finite. So here you will put a blank. Rohan stood up to answer in class. Here you can change the tense. You can write stood also, you can write stand also. You can change the tense of this verb and so here it will be finite verb. The teacher asked the students for their book. Again, asked will be finite verb because the tense can be changed and it can also be changed according to the subject. Now here see jogging you cannot change. Jogging is good for keeping fit. So it is non-finite verb and so I have put a blank over here. The principal is in a meeting. You can change this is. You can also write was. So here the tense can be changed. So here it will be finite verb. The gardener found him hiding under the staircase. Again found is finite verb. Okay, because you can change the tense of this verb. Now what is non-finite verb? Now let's read these set of sentences. I liked acting. He likes acting. They will like acting. Now here you see this verb, acting, acting, acting. It is not changing its form. Though here the verb liked, it is past tense. Here it is present tense and here it is future tense. So the verb like is changing its form. But the verb acting, you see, acting, acting, acting. This verb has not been changed. It is not changing in tense. The tense of this verb is not changing. So if the tense cannot be changed, what it will be? Which type of verb? It will be non-finite verbs. Look at the second set of sentence. I like to act. He likes to act. They like to act. Again you see, to act, to act, to act. Again it is same and it is not changing its form. So to act, this verb is non-finite. Now let us see that what is the definition of non-finite verb. Okay. So as I told you, in these sentences, the verb acting and to act do not change in either tense or number. Okay. These are called non-finite verbs. They never act as main verb in sentences. Let's look at the types of non-finite verbs. Now see, non-finite verbs are of three types. First is infinitives. It is also known as to plus verb, you can say. So infinitives. Second one is gerund, okay, and the format is verb plus ing, and the third one is participle. So now we will deal with the types of non-finite verbs. First one, infinitives, to plus verb. Read these sentences. Those children love to run. Now see, what is the format? To plus verb. Here you see to plus verb. To exercise is healthy. To plus verb. This is the format of infinitives. In sentence 1, the verb form to run work as a noun. It is the object of the sentence. Here to run is acting as a noun and it is the object of the verb love. In sentence 2, the verb form to exercise also work as a noun and it is the subject of the sentence. But here to exercise, here it is acting as a noun but it is the subject of the sentence. Here in the first sentence, to run, it is acting as a noun but it is the object of the sentence. Here to exercise is again acting as a noun but it is the subject of the sentence. So in both these sentences, the verb form to run and to exercise do not change with changes in tense and number. Here is an example. The child loves to run. Okay. Now see here, the child, it is singular. Okay. And but again it is not changing its form. Here what it was written? Those children. So here it was plural. Here it is the child, singular. But you see, here also you have used to run. Here also you have used to run. So it is not changing its form with the change in subject, with the change in number. So what you will say? It is known as non-finite verb. And which type of non-finite verb? Because the format is to plus verb. So to plus verb, it is infinitive. Okay, these verb forms are called infinitives. An infinitive is a non-finite verb that work as a noun in a sentence. So an infinitive is a non-finite verb and it will work as a noun in a sentence. What will be the format of infinitives? To plus verb. Next one we have gerund. What is gerund? The format of gerund will be verb plus ing. Read these sentences. Cooking is a good hobby. I enjoy gardening. Here you see cooking is acting as a subject and here gardening is the object. In sentence 1, cooking is the subject of the sentence. I told you, and it works as a noun. In sentence 2, gardening is the object of the sentence and it works as a noun. Here also cooking is noun, but here it is acting as a subject. Here gardening is noun, but it is acting as object. Now both the verbs cooking and gardening are gerunds. Gerunds also don't change with changes in tense and number. For example, I enjoyed cooking the vegetables yesterday. She enjoys gardening. So again you see these two verbs, cooking and gardening. Okay, it is not changing its form with the change in number or with the change in tense. Okay, you see here I enjoyed cooking. The subject is changed, but this verb has not been changed. Okay, she enjoys gardening. Again you see here she, the subject has been changed. Here you have written I. Okay, but this gardening, this verb is not changing its form with the change in number or with the change in subject or with the change in tense. So it will be known as gerund, and gerund is a non-finite verb with ing form that function as a noun in a sentence. So the format of gerund will be verb plus ing, and it will also function as a noun in sentence. And infinitives, I have told you, the format will be to plus verb and it will act as a noun in a sentence. Last one we have participle. What is participle? Read these sentences. Okay, one thing more. See this one. I love traveling. Here traveling is object. Okay. And traveling is interesting. I have used traveling as subject. Here also traveling is acting as noun. Here also traveling is acting as noun. But you see this verb is not changing its form. And so if it is not changing its form and it is in the format of verb plus ing, it will be gerund. Next one, participle. What you understand by participle? Now, what is participle? A participle is a non-finite verb in the ing or ed or t form and can work as an adjective in a sentence. Now see, participle will work as an adjective in a sentence. It will not work as a noun. The ing form work as the present participle, and ed and t form usually makes the past participle. Now we will understand this how. If I say I ate boiled eggs, so what type of eggs you have eaten? Boiled. So this boiled is describing eggs. This boiled is acting as adjective. So this boiled will be participle. Okay, it will be participle. I sat on broken chair. Now see this, broken chair. Broken is describing the chair. On what type of chair you sat? Broken chair. So broken is describing this chair. Broken is acting as adjective in this sentence. So broken will be participle. Here I have used verb plus ed. Here I have used, okay, again the form. So next one, the laughing baby delighted everyone. Okay, laughing baby. This laughing is describing the baby. So it is acting as an adjective. So laughing will be participle. I need some salt for my baked vegetables. Baked vegetables. What type of vegetables? Baked vegetables. This baked is describing the vegetables. Baked is acting as an adjective. So baked will be known as participle. So whenever the participle, how it will act? It will act as an adjective in a sentence. Okay, and it can be in the form of ing, it can be in the form of ed or t form. When it will be used in ing form, it will be known as present participle. When it will be used in ed and t form, usually it makes the past participle. In these sentences, the verbs laughing and baked are formed by adding ing and ed to laugh and bake respectively. They function as adjectives in these sentences. They cannot stand on their own as main verb and are a type of non-finite verbs. Now here we will see what is the definition of participle. A participle is a non-finite verb in the ing or ed/t form and can work as an adjective in a sentence. The ing form work as the present participle. The ed and t form usually makes the past participle. So today we have done that verbs, and we dealt with finite verbs, then non-finite verb. Then we have done what are the types of non-finite verb. What are the types? Infinitives, gerund and participle. Infinitive, it will act as a noun in a sentence. And what will be the format of infinitive? To plus verb. Then we have done gerunds. Gerund, what will be the form? Verb plus ing. This will also act as a noun in a sentence. Third one, we have done participle. Participle will work as an adjective in a sentence. And what will be the format? Participle, you can use verb plus ing, ed or t form. Okay, when ing form will be used, it will be present participle, and when ed and t form usually makes the past participle. So today we have done this. Now what we will do in my next video, okay, or let us do this one, exercise F. Identify whether the underlined words are gerunds, participle or infinitives. Okay, I will discuss from 1 to 5, rest you can do it yourself. I like whistling. So here see verb plus ing and it is acting as the noun in this sentence. So whistling will be gerund. I like to whistle. Which format is this? To plus verb. To plus verb is infinitives. Okay, and to whistle is again acting as noun. Cooking is fun. Now cooking is used as subject, cooking is used as noun, and you know it is in which format? Verb plus ing. So when verb plus ing and it is being used as the subject in a sentence, then it will become gerund. I want to read the newspaper. To read. Here to plus verb, and again it is acting as noun. So here it will be infinitives. Again question number 5. Cleaning is one of my chores. Cleaning. Verb plus ing. It is being used as a subject. It is being used as a noun. So you know that it will be a gerund. Okay. Come to this one. Exercise E. Complete these sentences using suitable to plus verb forms. So you have to use infinitives. You can frame your own sentences. Okay, 1 or 2 I will discuss with you. Our class likes to play, to study. Whatever you want to write, you can write. Only you have to remember that you have to use the format to plus verb. That means you have to use infinitives. Our class doesn't like to get bored. She promised to dance. My aunt told me to rest. Mia taught him to paint. Okay. Next one is choose the correct participle. Form the bracket to fill in the blanks. The blank boat left the harbor. What should be the answer? Sailing or sailed? The correct answer will be sailing. Eat the blank orange. Peeling or peeled? Here you will use peeled because you have to use participle, and you know that participle act as an adjective. So if you write peeled orange, what type of orange? Peeled orange. Peeled is acting as an adjective in this sentence. So peeled is participle. The plumber will repair the dripping tap. The correct answer will be dripping because dripping is describing the tap. Dripping is acting as an adjective. Everyone was busy looking for my losing or lost. It will be lost ring. I couldn't find blank water anywhere. Drank or drinking? The answer will be drinking water. I could not find drinking water anywhere. The bird came in through the broken or breaking. What type of window? You will write broken window because broken will act as an adjective. Broken will describe the window. So we have done this. Okay. Rewrite the sentences in your notebook using gerunds in place of the underlined verbs. Suppose you have to use gerund and you have to change this to infinitive. How you will do? I like to fish. To fishes used as infinitives. You have to change this underlined words. So how you will write? I like fishing. The sentence will be I like fishing. Now here fishing will act as noun. To cook is something I enjoy. How you will change the sentence? Cooking is something I enjoy. To swim in the pool in summer is fun. The answer will be swimming in the pool in summer is fun. We like to read at the library in the afternoon. We like reading at the library in the afternoon. We all like to dance. Now you will change this dance and you will convert it into gerund. The answer will be we all like dancing, because the gerund format is verb plus ing and it should act as a noun in a sentence. So I have discussed C, D, E and F. Hope it is clear. Now see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.